This is the Chirp Contour. It's a decompression table slash massage table. And in this video, I wanted to share with you my thoughts about this product, what I like about it, what I don't like about it, and just how it functions and what it is. I haven't seen too many products like this on the market, so it's fairly new in my opinion. And so if you're interested in it, hopefully this video will just give you more insight about it. I'll also put a link in the description below for you to learn more about it if you want to check it out as well. Initially, it took a little bit of time for this to actually arrive because they were originally sold out and then they made a second batch of this product. So I think that's what this is. So it took a little bit of time to get it, but when I did, it came nicely. It was packaged very securely. Nothing came broke or damaged with it. And when I laid it out like this, I feel like it reminds me of a fully reclined car seat is kind of what it looks like, but the material is nice. I don't know what it is, but you can clean it easily in case you sweat on it or something. And then this middle section is very stretchy, elastic, so that the rolling balls can go through it very easily. So that's kind of the device itself. It's not that heavy, so it's going to be easy for you to pick up and store somewhere. And then on their website, it says that it accommodates people anywhere from 5 foot all the way up to 6'5". I'm 5'10" and I weigh 160 pounds, and this fits me very comfortably. I don't feel like I'm sliding off the bottom or the top, or I'm not spilling out the sides on this thing. So it seems like a good size for me, honestly. To be able to operate this decompression table, it will come with this little remote, and it has a lot of different functions on it as well. It has your neck massage settings, so you can actually change the position of the neck massager. You can roll it up higher or down lower depending on your size and what you think is comfortable. I personally like to keep it on a lower setting because that way it actually includes like a shoulder massage as well. So I found that to be very comfortable and useful. And then you can change the orientation that it massages you, whether you want it to be clockwise or counterclockwise. So that was kind of nice as well. I wish that you had the ability to change the width of the neck massage as well, because I personally don't love a neck massage, but I do like the upper shoulder massage. So if it had some way to kind of change the distance that these rolling balls were separated, I think that would be very useful for someone like me who just wants more of a top of my shoulder massage rather than like squeezing my neck, because that gets me uncomfortable after a while. I don't know why that is, but that is one change that I would recommend to make. But as far as the comfort of it goes, it was very nice, and I like that you can adjust how high up it massaged you or how low your neck massaged you as well. And then you can also save preset settings under 1 or 2 in this upper right hand corner on the remote, and that will just save the position that you have it in case you and your wife use this. You can toggle back between the two of you if you guys are different sizes and like the massage in different places. Beneath the neck controls is your back functions. The first setting is the rolling mode, which basically rolls up and down your spine. And then you can change the amount of pressure that it gives you on your spine. The second mode is decompression, and this basically oscillates up and down as it glides along your spine as well. And then the third mode is a target mode. This also oscillates up and down the same way the decompression mode is, but what you can do in this mode is choose specifically where you want it to be. If you want it to stay directly on your upper back and oscillate up and down, you can do that, or you can choose to position it in a different area. And then beneath that on the remote is 3 different options: warm up, recovery, or relax. And those will just automatically put you into a neck massage paired with heat, paired with one of the modes on it as well. So they're kind of preset modes that you can just quickly click on them and they'll go through a series of massage for you. So that's all the modes on here. And like I mentioned, it does have heat with it. And I feel like the heat works really well. It heats up quickly and then it feels very nice. I like it. It mainly only heats up where the massage rolling wheel is though. So It's not like this whole mat heats up. It's only specifically where this rolling ball is. But it still feels great in my opinion. I feel like it does a great job at just relaxing me, heats me up, makes me feel all warm and cozy, so I really enjoy that. As far as the different massage modes go, I feel like they all feel very nice and relaxing. The rolling mode specifically feels more gentle. It kind of just glides up and down your spine, which feels very nice. Whereas the decompression mode, I feel like gives me a better back stretch just because it stretches up and then it relaxes, stretches up and relaxes. So that one feels like it just stretches me a little bit better. And then the targeting mode, obviously, is if I want to choose a specific part of my back to massage, that's when I'll use that. But they all function very nicely, and I feel like the decompression and the rolling modes are great. It's really just dependent on how I'm feeling that day, if I want something more gentle and calming, or if I want something more aggressive and more stretching. As far as the neck massage goes, I usually start with it on, and then after a little bit, I'll shut it off just because my neck starts getting antsy, I feel like. So then I'll just resort to only using the back massage. So that's kind of how I use this. So that's the remote, how it functions, how it operates, and what I think about the different massage settings. Then you can slide this thing right in the side pocket here to store it while you're getting your massage. And then you can also choose to change out the different massaging wheel mechanisms. So basically where you're sitting on, this opens up, it has a little latch, and then it comes with 3 different rollers. It has a soft roller, a contour roller, and a deep tissue roller. My favorite is probably the contour roller. That just feels the nicest to me as it glides across my back. The deep tissue roller definitely does give you more pressure, and it is a little bit more aggressive, which actually does feel nice if you're trying to get a good stretch out of this. And then the soft roller, again, that's a little more gentle for you. But I'm glad it gives you some different choices. That way you can choose how you want your massage, I guess. But they basically sit right here in this bottom plate. They have a designated spot for you to just toss them in. Very easy. And then to pop them out as well, you just have to like use a little bit of force and pull it, and it pops out like that. And then you can just toss this in here, switch it out with a different unit, clicks into place, and you're good to go. You just shut this back down, and that's it. So it's very seamless to actually change out those parts. Every time you power off the remote, it automatically slides down to the bottom here for you to exchange them with different rollers. So that's really nice, really convenient. I really haven't had a problem with it yet with interchanging these and doing different things. So boom, works great. And then you can also store the power cable in here when you're not using it, or if you're transporting it somewhere. So you can kind of tuck that away in here. I've even tucked the remote in here as well, and we'll just shut it down on it as well. So you can kind of store everything in here while you're not using it, which is nice. That way you don't have cords hanging out or those little accessory pieces hanging out everywhere. The manual's in here, everything's stored in here. So it's just this little table is all you have to manage. So that's the main basis of this massage table. I feel like it does a good job at actually decompressing your spine and stretching your spine. I feel like most people nowadays have a very stiff thoracic spine, which basically is your upper back, because people are hunched over on their phones, or if you work in manual labor and you're shoveling or bending forward. I feel like most people have a forward posture versus an upright, stretched out posture. So something like this can be very useful to stretch out after a long day, or just to be proactive and use at the beginning of your day to get you in a more upright posture. That way you just have better mechanics throughout your day and feel better. So I like the concept of this, and I feel like it works pretty decent. I feel like I can get a good stretch out of it, and I feel like it's relaxing. Again, the things that I would change about it would probably be this neck massage portion. I just wish it was a little bit more customizable. I just like kind of more of like a massaging of my shoulders. And this isn't necessarily designed to massage your shoulders. It's designed to be a neck massage. So I just wish maybe in a version 2 they would come out with something that's more for rolling the tops of your shoulders and kind of kneading your upper back like that. That would be awesome. I would highly appreciate a massage like that. So that is something I would recommend, but as far as this version goes, it still works fine. The one probably biggest downfall about this product is it is expensive. At the time of this recording, it comes in at $700, so that's pretty pricey for a massage device. But if you're going to be utilizing this instead of going to the chiropractor or instead of getting a massage, then over the long run, it can definitely save you money, because booking a massage can run like 70 to 100 bucks or something like that. I just looked them up to get my wife a spa day, and that's what they cost. So if you use this more than 7 times, then you're probably getting your money's worth out of this versus always going and getting a massage. So those are some of my thoughts about it, but hopefully this video gave you a little bit better insight about this product. And let me know if you have any more questions about it. I'll try to answer it in the comments. And there it is, the Chirp Contour. If you're interested, I'll put a link in the description below. Thanks for watching. Hopefully it gave you a little bit better insight about this product, and have a nice day. Be blessed.